welcome to the very first episode of the Awesome Blossom Knits podcast. My name is Lauren and I'm coming to you from Japan, where I currently live with my husband, our 7-year-old son, and my dog. Let's see, my husband's in the military, so that's what brings us to Japan. I've been here for about 2 months and I will be here for the next 3 years or so. And that little introduction out of the way, let's talk about some knitting projects, since that's what this podcast is going to be about. I got 2 finished projects today. The first one is these little shorty socks. Let's see. They're just vanilla socks that I knit out of Knit Pick Stroll. The blue color is Wonderland Heather and the gray is Dove Heather. And I did a 2x2 twisted rib at the top and Fish Lips Kiss Heel and just striped the 2 colors. And yeah, just little shorty socks, not much to say about that. This is my attempt at extending hand knit sock wearing season as long as possible, basically. It's getting too warm to wear long socks, but I can still get away with shorty socks, at least in the house. And second finished project is these, which I won't be able to wear for a while, but I absolutely love how they turned out. So I didn't use a pattern. It's a really basic cable pattern. Started with a 2x2 ribbing at the top and did 6-stitch cable with I think 9 rows of plain knitting between each cable crossing. And then did a Fish Lips Kiss Heel again. And these ones are knit out of, Plymouth Yarn Company, Happy Feet, in the color 2529. They're 90% superwash merino and 10% nylon. I like this yarn a lot more than I thought I was going to, actually. Not that I thought I wouldn't like it, but it has a really nice twist that I think gave it a really good stitch definition, especially with these cables. I just love it. So pretty. This might be my favorite pair of socks I've ever knit, actually. And these were knit on 2.5 millimeter, or yeah, US 1.5, 64 stitches. The other pair was 64 stitches on a US 1, 2.25 millimeter. I started the cable socks on a US 1 as well, but the cable pattern made it too tight. I couldn't really get it over my foot, so I just switched to a bigger needle size. So yeah, let's talk about works in progress now. The first one has been on the needles for a few weeks. It's not, I don't know, not going so well, I guess. This is my first attempt at a colorwork project, so I think it actually looks better on camera than it does in person. Yeah, the pattern is called Snowflake Slouchy Beanie, and it's by Julie Paz, or Julie Paz, I'm not sure how you say her name, but that's a picture of what the hat looks like. And I kind of just picked this because it's a cute hat, but I just wanted to try out colorwork. I really want to knit a colorwork sweater at some point in the not too distant future, but I thought I should start with something, smaller. And I had this Knit Picks Wool the Andes Sport. The darker purple is Sprinkle Heather, and the lighter purple is Haze Heather. And the pattern is actually written for worsted weight, I believe. So I didn't have any worsted weight that I wanted to make the hat out of, so I thought, oh, I'll just use this sport weight yarn and just cast on more stitches and wing it, which is working okay. I think the hat would fit me. It might be a little tight, I don't know, but the problem now is that I am not going to have enough yarn to finish this hat. The lighter purple I'm almost out of. So when I realized that the other day, I kind of just stopped working on it, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. For now, I think I'm going to just put it in my closet and put it into hibernation until I either rip it out and use the yarn for something else, or maybe the next time I'm ordering from Knit Picks, I will go ahead and get another ball of that light purple so I can finish it and hope the hat fits me. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so those are being knit on Chaogu needles, 16-inch circular, size 5. Yeah, but you may or may not ever see this project again. I think I'm kind of leaning towards just ripping it out right now than buying more yarn. I don't know. The point of the project was really just to try out color work, and I did that, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I mean, I would like to see how this looks blocked, but yeah. Guess at least color work isn't like some new scary thing that I've never done now. So next time, hopefully it'll go smoother. And my tension will be less atrocious, because really, this is pretty bad in some places. Let me see if I can find, yeah, like down here. The stitches are so uneven. But, yeah, so that's my snowflake slouchy beanie that may or may not ever get finished. And let's see, next work in progress. I'm knitting a sweater, and it is the Peridot cardigan. And this is a picture of what it looks like. You see, it is by Trico Design, and this is what mine looks like. So it's a top-down raglan style cardigan with a V-neck, and the button band is knit on as you go rather than having to pick up stitches after and knit the band. And it's this really simple texture pattern. It's really similar to like a Hermione's Everyday Socks texture, but I think the spacing is a little bit different. But it's really similar, just a knit purl texture pattern. And the sleeves are just stockinette. And I am knitting this one out of Knit Picks Hawthorne. And let's see if I can find the tag. It's the Astoria tonal hand paint color. Yeah. I really, really like how the color is knitting up. It's so pretty. It's like gray, blue, tonal. One thing I don't like about this sweater is the edge stitches. So, as I said, it's got this like edge that's knit on as you go, and my edge stitches are pretty uneven. I don't know if you can see that, but I just think that it looks a little sloppy. And I'm trying really hard to keep my tension even at the edges, but I don't know. And I know there's things you can do like a slip stitch edge to make it neater, but I didn't do that. I was just following the pattern as it's written, and I think it's too late to start doing that now. So I don't know. If I ever knit the pattern again, I would definitely do something a little different with these edges to make it neater. But once it's blocked, I don't think it'll be really a problem or something that, you know, is a big distraction or that I hate about the sweater or anything like that. I think I'm still gonna love it. So it's hard to show because it's all bunched up on the needles, but I'm almost done with the yoke. I think I have about 8 more rows before I get to split the sleeve stitches off, and I'm really excited for that. This is like my least favorite part of a sweater, raglan sweater, when you are just increasing and the stitches just get longer and longer and it takes forever to do a row. But then once I split the sleeves off, I know it's gonna the pace will pick up a lot. So yeah, that's my peridot cardigan. And my last project today is a pair of socks that I'm in love with. Okay, so the yarn is from Color Redefined in the Jet Set colorway. And it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And it's this really pretty like aqua blue turquoisey color with like every color speckles. It's so pretty. And the socks, I'm still on the first sock. And this is it. I'm doing the Meadow Socks pattern by Mina Phillip. Looks like this really pretty, I guess, slip stitch pattern. I think it's a 12 row repeat, but it's really easy to memorize and it's really fun to knit. Like, I'm really enjoying these. I think I cast this on less than a week ago and I've got, you know, more than half the sock done already. So yeah, loving this. These markers here, I should probably tell you, is I do some increases before I do the fish lips kiss heel, and then I decrease the extra stitches back out later, just because it makes it fit a little better. So I put stitch markers where I do the increase, where I start increasing, and then where I do the heel, and then where I start the decreases. That way when I do the second sock, I can, you know, match it and put the increases and everything in the same spot. So yeah, let's see. I'm knitting these on Chow Goose, and this is a size 1, US 1, 2.25 millimeter needles, 64 stitches. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. And yeah, I guess that's it. So this